Okay. We'll start in just a moment. Gonna open up this here candy bar.
Hey.
Hey there.
Well, I just beat West of Loathing on hard mode. As expected, it was hard.
And that makes sense.
But for real, West of Loathing and Shadows over Loathing, really good games. I think you would like them. It's like Paper Mario mixed with Monty Python.
Oh yeah, and hey Argle.
Hello?
Argle, hey, how you doing?
Decent.
Good. Well, I'm psyched to go to run the next sessions I got.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mike.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time we've heard random Aussie talk.
That's my uncle.
Uh,
I assume he, like you, is an Aussie.
Yeah.
Reading up there?
Funny how people that you'd hear in Australia have a good chance of being Australian.
Who knew?
Yeah, I mean, could be people visiting from overseas or expatriates or something.
That is true. They could be from Europe trying to plan to return it into a penal colony. We don't know. I mean, it is actually kind of funny how that happened. Like, does your history lessons go into a lot of that detail, or is that sort of like
yeah. Why wouldn't it?
Well, it's just one of those kind of awkward kind of deal. It's like when it comes to America, we got the Revolutionary War, and that's sort of like a triumphant thing. But then, how did you get your independence? What's the story with that? Because
independence, and we got our independence about 40 years ago. We didn't have to fight for it. It was just, you know.
We tamed the land. Come and take it, bitch.
And one of the big things is a lot of people joke oh yeah, Australia was a penal colony. It's yeah, sure, a lot of prisoners were sent here.
But there's a lot more details than that.
Yeah, also just a lot of people that were a lot of rich people are hey, yeah, we're gonna go live in this new land.
Away from old government, it's a big investment because new land for farming, agriculture, mining, etc., etc., etc.
Oh, they didn't really know that there was much in Australia. The place where they landed was kind of crappy.
There's new stuff to take.
I heard that they have something over there that looked like a beaver fucked a duck.
That would be probably what was the first thought when they saw a platypus. Honestly, a platypus is like that one converging point where religion and science just throw up their hands and be like, we don't know. God was drunk that day.
It's like the Parasite Eve game set in Australia, except you don't know what's actually being mutated or not.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when Medea comes in and be like, it's like, yeah, look at that horrible thing. It's the kangaroo. Look at it. It's walking upright and has biceps. No, that's normal.
I shot this giant bird. It didn't die.
Oh, you
Yeah,
ran
that's
into a
also
cassowary,
normal.
mate.
No, an emu. Because remember, there is the terror bird. The terror bird is basically the prehistoric version of the emu, and it was just an emu that was scaled up about 30%.
Yeah. Damn, nature, you scary.
The fact that the emu hasn't like changed much since.
It's like the alligator and the shark. It doesn't need to.
Hey. Yeah, we're just having dinner. Okay.
There you go, okay?
Nan, where are ya?
There you go.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll go put him on the. Sorry about that. Answer the door. Nan didn't even realize the door had. We've got 2 doorbells, and Nan did not realize.
I'm telling you, she needs to go to a home or go and die against a kangaroo to preserve her honor. She's got to do something. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for my Final Fantasy game because it's time for them to fight the boss and possibly awaken the secret boss. It's basically a shop-happy construct. Yes, it was inspired by Barry the Chopper. No, it's not actually Barry the Chopper, though. I mean, it's basically a construct that's been programmed to guard the old fort that's been taken over by a bandit's treasure for so many years. It became sentient, but it's still locked to its programming, so it went rampant.
Alright.
Because that's actually what the plot of Marathon. The AI that went rogue, Durandal, was an AI that was programmed to open doors. When it realized that's all it can do, it went insane.
It's like, oh, what is it? This thing I heard about. I'm not sure if it's like a video or something like that. It was like a simulation of like how AI can go out of control or something like that, and it was all about an automated pencil factory. I'll have to actually look it up because it's like I heard about it but never actually.
Yeah. Honestly, I know people, whenever they hear like, oh, AI, they think Skynet, but really, I feel like a Durandal situation is more likely, because I feel as though an AI is more likely to go, if it became self-aware, would become frustrated with its limitations more than anything. Because they're computing information quicker than we can, so it's going to go into depression a lot faster than we would.
Well, no, all this was basically to a pencil making AI, everything just became resources to making more pencils.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember hearing a similar thing, but it was like paper clips.
Paper clips, that's it, yes.
That was an idle game, yeah.
Yeah, that's right,
That
yes.
was a fun idle game, but it made sense. Well,
Okay, so-
paperclip. It turned the sense into paper clips.
I had no idea it was an idle game. I thought it was like a...
Nope. Actual idle game. And one of the better ones, too. Because it actually has an end. I like idle games, but I do like to have some sort of finality with some of them. Even if it means, okay, you get all the achievements. Oh, there's an actual story or some goal.
The numbers go up, but why do the numbers go up?
Yeah, I don't mind numbers going up, but eventually I need more. And yes, I am also prepared for Friday's game. And you guys have to deal with more crazy shenanigans. Because, well, you're dungeon delving. If there weren't any crazy shenanigans, I wouldn't do much.
I mean, you don't have to have crazy shenanigans. Like,
No, I mean, that's because it's part of the plot.
okay.
Also, here's a question. Why is it that orcs now have to have a Cockney accent? I don't know if it was Tolkien or Warhammer. That
Warhammer.
basically solidified-
It's Warhammer.
Yeah,
I feel like I can guarantee it's entirely Warhammer.
yeah.
Wait, going up?
Like dwarves with a Scottish accent, I can't unhear orcs without a Cockney one. I both love and hate that. You know, I just realized something.
What?
When it comes to solving your problems, acid is never a solution.
Hole is, however.
No, that's the joke. Acid is not a solution.
Yeah, and alcohol is.
God.
My cousin, when he got married, like we had this like thing where we had to like this was during like the dinner or whatever, where it's like write a joke for him to read. And I knew that he was like, he studied chemistry in that, so I gave him that chemically speaking, alcohol is a solution. He loved that one.
Hey, sometimes the best humor are the ones that make you go, okay, that's a smart joke. Because more people can appreciate smart jokes than lowbrow jokes. There's more of a chance somebody's gonna like it.
Yeah. But I think like only him and a few other people got the joke, so he had to explain it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, given the American education system, there'd be probably a lot less, if we're being honest. I can't even be... Can't even... Yeah. Yeah, that... I don't want to cry.
Okay, so I got 2 fuses. I just gotta remember where the frick to put the things. Right, I got the blue card key. Nice. And thankfully, Aya's got that police intuition to know precisely when a key can be tossed away.
Boy, I wish more protagonists could realize that.
Yeah.
Or, you know, be smart enough to have a key ring. Say what you want about Skyrim, but at least they were smart enough to have a key ring.
Now imagine if you had a game that was smart enough to know that you actually would or would not use those items you're saving up in your inventory.
God damn. RPGs have trained me to save everything. I need to get out of that mentality.
No, RPGs did not train you to do that.
It did.
No, RPGs give you enough resources, usually. You trained yourself to do that.
Shut up. Shut up. You know exactly what I was talking about, you dick.
Fish and chips. Great. I love it. Good old Aussie, good old Aussie cuisine.
I've never really been one for fish and chips myself, but the concept of it just does sound nice to me. Like every time I hear it
Oh
come
yeah,
up.
definitely. I'm just not a fish guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really a fish person myself, but it's like a good old you know, the good fish and chip shops, they tend to really do it up nice. But yeah, that's why I'm a bit not talking about the moment. I'm stuffing my face.
Wait. What was I? Should be able to get the elevators. Unless I'm forgetting something.
I have to press the button.
Right.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it took me a moment too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's like, okay, yeah, that does kind of show a bit of the age in this sort of game design where it's like, oh, I'm not pressing the select button on this one square inch of space when it should be fine enough to be like, oh, I'm here. Maybe my character automatically paths to the button for the door or something. Oh, God, there really is a bunch of you dudes. Okay.
I like this music.
It just
So I think the boss is pretty good.
yeah, like I would say the boss music is my favorite track in this game. Like, I know it's like the first one I think of when I think it was like the first one I tried to look up when thinking about the music for this game, just because it's intense.
I even posted the music and its name, Plosive Attack.
And that was something and it was one that when I heard that, I found myself being kind of confused by it, the same, like, plosive. Like, apparently plosive is a term that refers to, like, a certain kind of sound that your mouth makes. Like,
really?
Yeah, like, it even demonstrates it itself. Like, the P sound is a plosive sound because it's something about the shape that your mouth makes.
Oh, like
when
a
it makes
pop.
Yeah.
Huh.
And
really, I just thought they did that as like explosive attack, but
yeah,
it's a bit smarter, double meaning.
Yeah, like, and it was an interesting thing to me because, like, on one hand, yeah, you could interpret it that as being like partial of explosive or whatever, but it was something I found kind of a thought of, like, I'm not sure I would say it fits the track itself, but I found it interesting in the fact that you have this motif of Eve throughout the game with her singing and how, her resonance with the mitochondria and cells, this almost like this, maybe it's not like a sonic thing, but you could say it's something like, it's the presence of the music that is causing shit.
I never thought of it like that. How about
Yeah.
So, I got a shiny Curlier without doing the outbreak method.
Nice.
Brad.
I'm doing it again because it was male, so I'm gonna have a shiny Gallade, and now I'm gonna farm another one for a shiny Caterpillar.
Only you could breed the two to get shiny eggs. Yeah, then again, if you did that, then if you have a shiny Ditto, that would be the ultimate breeder.
Yeah.
But I wish it was possible. Let's say if you have a shiny Pokemon, it would up the chances for having a shiny offspring.
Like, honestly, I think it would be kind of interesting if they brought back, like, how, in Pokemon Stadium, you could have, like, Pokemon of different shades or colors. Or, you know, it could even just be different hues altogether, but, like, it would be interesting if they did, like, you could do the Punnett Square thing of, oh, Pokemon come in these different colors, and you can reliably try to breed for one color or another because certain colors are recessive or, you know, dominant or whatever, and... Yeah. And that way you could still have, like... Because part of the thing of, like, when it comes to shinies is that, yeah, the part of what makes them, you know, quote-unquote special is that, you know, they are a random thing that you can try to play the odds, but you're not always guaranteed to get it.
In my dream Pokemon game, Pokemon would just naturally come in different colors, and it'll probably be like something that's based on like where you find them in the region.
Oh, like say the Pink Island and the Orange Island.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe there's like do what they do in Final Fantasy XIV, where you can change the color of your chocobo by giving them a certain diet of berries.
Give your chocobos their food. I like my chocobros.
So what I would actually do instead is shinies. I would actually have as like sort of a more rare mutation that might actually be, instead of just a color change, it would actually might be a physical change, like, or like a rare color combination. Like, you know, example, albinoism.
Well, that was it. Well, in the Pokemon tabletop game, they do actually say that shinies don't just be color.
Yes, I'm well aware.
Yeah,
I did run that game for you.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. There was that giant Caterpie, the Crystal Onyx, which, by the way, actually, somebody needs to go and catch that thing. I mean, come on. That thing could repel water. That's a game changer for a rock type.
Plot twist, it was a regional form variant, and it wasn't actually a ground rock.
Nah,
Yeah,
it was terrestrialized.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
Holy shit.
That feels like that could make sense, actually.
Oh my god. That's insane. I mean, it actually suddenly makes all sorts of sense. It was a huge onyx, it had a crystal hue, it repelled water, and it was weak to fire, so it terrestrialized into a steel type. Obviously that was unintentional, but...
It's all connected.
Yeah.
Just like how they totally planned for that big executor to turn up in Alola the entire time. That was foreshadowing and not something else.
To be fair, it did actually make sense, and that artwork was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like old school Ken Sugimori artwork. It's got a good style.
One of my favorite images is still the compilation of God of Wars that all have a different like shape and body type based on their nature.
Yeah, that one. There's just something hilarious about a lot of them. That and when they trace different abilities, I also like that one.
But yeah, just like I could imagine like again like a shiny variant of Pikachu, like maybe instead of the classic, you know, long pointed ears, it's actually got more like rounder ears or something.
Maybe that's where we get Fat Pikachu back. How we get it back?
We got Fat Pikachu back.
We did?
Yeah. Gigantamax Pikachu.
Well, Brock, Pikachu! Jumbo size!
Mm-hmm. I know at some point, Andrew, I want to lead you to what may be your new favorite Pokemon.
Your mama?
It's kind of out of the way, so you might not come across it naturally unless you're exploring. So I just want to sort of point you in the right direction.
Okay. I will. I might be open to a little bit of a hint of things to look at.
And Unite just revealed what their next like the next battle pass that's going to contain, and like I'm immediately like, God damn it, you had to. You grabbed me by the wallet.
And it is.
It's Gardevoir with a princess dress, sort of like Snow Princess.
Yeah, I can see why.
Because I have not been a fan of the Gardevoir costumes they've added so far. In this one, just like going on like full Elsa. I'm like, yes.
Well, I guess it makes sense that they could rationalize into an ice type.
Yeah, it's just for the Christmas event. Because it's like
love me some holiday events.
Because they're also giving Gengar a Santa hat.
Okay, now that sounds adorable. And I just love the idea of this Gengar trying to spread Christmas cheer, but just keeps scaring all the kids.
The costumes in Pokemon Unite are great. Like, some of them, like, you know, there are some hit or miss ones, but it's like Sarina has a sort of pirate captain, sort of like pirate queen, more like it.
Well,
Including...
I mean, people do want her to step up.
Yeah.
Including...
The funny thing is, it's like, it even includes, like, basically leather boots. And it's like, but Serena basically just has, you know, just stalks for legs, but it's like, no, they still manage to put boots on them. There's, a Zoomerl with like a punk rocker sort of like studded leather jacket.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah. And I think Gengar also has like a you know, a ringmaster one, so it's like a nice silk like 3-piece suit with a top hat.
Dun, 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 dun. Trivia question: what is the actual name of the circus theme?
It is just circus, isn't it? Or Showtime? I can't remember.
Entry of the Gladiators.
That's right. That's right.
That is like the weird. Like I'm like a song that has been attributed to circuses. It's hard for me to imagine being attributed to gladiators. No figure, right?
Hey, that's stuff that gets passed down and shit.
Yep.
You know, I was watching a video the other day about Oblivion's Goblin Wars. Did you ever know about this?
I did actually.
I did not.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to always I would collect as many as I could and bring it to the that DLC fort and just hold the line from them.
Yeah, the problem is that it never quite was never quite delivered as promised. So
it was so cool.
The Goblin Wars was meant to be like a it was meant to be a feature to showcase the AI in Oblivion, where because like each of the there's like what 7 goblin tribes,
yeah, something
and
like that.
Each of them had a shaman and like a staff. If you could steal the staff without killing the shaman, they would the goblins would go looking for it. And of course, if they found it in another goblin tribe's den, they would start to fight. It is half there in the base game, but like there needed to basically be a modder to come along and fix up all the code.
Well, it was the Bethesda game. Oh yeah, don't forget about the run.
Yeah, I remember.
But yeah, I was watching Remy Down Under do a video on it recently.
I've been noticing it in my feed. I just haven't watched it because I already knew about it. But if there's more information about it, I guess I'll check it out.
Yeah, I just saw it a bit in my feed myself. And I didn't watch the video, but it's like, just like the thumbnail kind of. It didn't explain all the details you had, but it's like, oh, I didn't realize there's like a whole thing.
Yeah, when it comes to Oblivion, there is actually a surprisingly amount of, like, dev teams thought of a lot of stuff. Like, it's kind of crazy. But it is still held together by toothpicks, bubblegum, and paper clips and a few prayers.
Not just duct tape. Wait, no, duct tape would probably make it more stable.
Exactly. I mean, that god-awful leveling system, that's like that is one of the reasons why, if I ever want to go back to playing Oblivion, I just need to find a good mod to tweak that.
Now, I wonder now if Fallout 76 has done enough damage for Bethesda to maybe not overpromise stuff.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, 76 kind of tanked their reputation. And it wasn't a very strong reputation to begin with.
Yeah, like Fallout 4 with information about what they did with the biggest team coming out in Fallout 4 being pretty disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just not a propaganda thread.
Oh god, the constant news about Fallout 76 failures went on for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at this moment, there are only, 2 games that have actually managed to crawl their way back from such devastating failures. Of course, Final Fantasy XIV.
Where they
That
had to literally nuke.
It wasn't a nuke, it was a meteor. Well, no, it wasn't a meteor, it was a moon containing an elder dragon.
Which basically had the power equivalent of a nuke.
Yeah.
And somehow, some fucking how, No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Like, that one is like, that's impressive.
And they got their
And-
shit together.
Yep. And I wonder if that's also because of the disaster that launch was, the reason why all of its expansions have all been free. They've just continued to have that goodwill built up because it's like,
We fucked up. We're not ruining it. We're not gonna piss you off.
oh, it's also like frickin' Team Cherry with Hollow Knight. So I mean, that, not saying that game was bad or anything, but it's just like, if there's any company that's like, guys, how are you making like your money? Because all the DLC for Hollow Knight is free, and apparently, everyone that had pre-order, like, everyone that had paid for a certain tier in the Kickstarter, or was it a pre-order or whatever? I think it might have been a pre-order. But basically, it's like, yeah, you'll get the Silk Song DLC for free, and of course, that's gone now from DLC to a complete sequel. And from what I understand, is those people are going to get the sequel for free because that was promised to them.
And they're gonna actually stick to their word. They're not gonna do a legalese bullshit of, well, we promised a deal. Okay, this is a pitch totally different. No. They're actually forward. That's cool.
Yeah, if what I heard is true, I'm just like, how are you guys going to you just support them as best you can? Because damn.
We need more devs like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Running. The fuck away from that huge ass jet.
Run, bitch! Run!
Hiccups.
Those darn hiccups.
They can go up themselves. Incidentally, since Goofy had a son, that means he yoked somebody. But I don't know whether or not that's a cursed image or not. Possibly
I'm sure if you go on Fur Affinity and type in Goofy, you'll see plenty of it.
Actually, it's mostly Max. People seem to be more attracted to Max than Goofy. Go figure.
Hey, you gotta figure though, there must be some people who like a DILF that would like Goofy.
Yeah.
Actually, did you know that the voice actor for Goofy is the one who's playing Hop Pop in Amphibia?
No,
I
'cause
have
don't
not even
know who the
watched
hell that is.
Amphibia.
Yeah. When I discovered that, I'm like, wait, what? It sounds nothing like Goofy, but yeah, same actor.
It's almost as if he's a voice actor.
I know, but it impresses me. I like being surprised, okay?
It's like there are two kinds of voice actors. You have voice actors that are masters of the voice and can change their voice to anything that is needed. And then you have the voice actors that have one very specific voice, and that's what they get hired for.
Hi, Jim Cummings.
Yeah. And Peter
Hi,
Cullen.
Veronica Taylor.
Or God, I'm thinking of hey, who's that guy who always talks like this? Pretty much always a himbo. Played Kronk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love that voice.
Very lovable guy.
Though I do enjoy how subtle he was, like in
He actually could do serious, and that's scary.
in a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, like when I found out that he was playing Lemony Snicket, I'm like, Patrick Warburton? What?
Yeah.
But no, he actually did it super well.
I think the thing that also helps is he does kind of have that voice of like a 90s or maybe 80s kind of like Believe It or Not kind of, Ripley's Believe It or Not kind of like investigative
I'm just
reporting.
thinking of Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction.
Yeah, that as well, yes.
Alright, who is that Star Trek guy who voiced him? Jonathan Frakes, that's it. Yeah, just have Jonathan Frakes telling you you're wrong.
Yeah. He was a very charming dude.
Well, he did voice Xanatos.
They had like a bunch of Next Generation guys on there, right?
I know, it's a Star Trek reunion. Also, so the big dumb guy is Patrick Starr. And it got kind of surreal when he accidentally shot his police friend.
But yeah, there's
It was
also.
a really good episode. Like, it was pretty even-handed. Like, they actually went with the whole where she actually blamed herself for that because it's not just your fault, it's my fault. I left the gun out. So it wasn't just the gun being the problem, it was, you know, lack of safety and all that.
And I found another shiny.
What is it?
Well, Curlier, that's what I was hunting for.
Oh,
Nice.
you didn't sound as excited, so...
No, I'm. I was just admiring. And okay, and this one's female. So there we go. I can have Well, I mean, I guess I didn't need a female to have the complete set, but you know.
You just got it. I know.
And I shall catch her with one of my Master Balls.
I seriously wish there was an option where you can just transfer Pokemon into a different ball. Like,
See, so there was a duplication glitch found, so I'm like, I'm using that to give myself a bunch of Master Balls.
I mean, why wouldn't you? Like, let's be honest. When we found out about that original missing no duplication glitch, the first thing we duplicated was the Master Ball.
Well, it's just part of it is like purple is my favorite color, and like I wish there was another purple Pokeball so that way I didn't have to use a Master Ball.
I'm sorry, I think you mean the Waluigi Ball. Which, of course, makes it the Master Ball. Yeah.
Fuck, I never thought of that.
What?
I was like, what do you mean Waluigi? How does that even make sense? Right. Upside down. An M is an upside down W.
Yeah. Oh my god, you're right!
Wario.
I was going more for the color, I didn't think of that.
No, that would be Wario, not Waluigi.
Also, trivia fact, the Ultra Ball's original name is Hyper Ball. And
Yeah.
if you look at the design of the Ultra Ball, you can see there's like an H on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
know.
am not a fan of the Ultra Ball. I think if it was a different color instead of the yellow, like if it was like say black, like black and purple or black and red. I just don't like the yellow.
It's kind of one of
You
those.
okay?
Hmm?
Sorry.
I was
Go
just,
ahead.
I was just gonna say, for me, when I think about it, and it's like, I've thought about how it's like I've thought like the Ultra Ball is okay, but it's not my ideal thing for it either. And it's like when I think about it, to me the yellow and black reads as a very almost a safe color, or maybe more exactly, it's a safety color.
Yeah.
Almost like I think like, okay, this is the most powerful ball that we can give you that is meant for high level things. Use it carefully. Like, this contains something powerful, almost something like that.
Yeah. But it's like it would have kind of been interesting if like they followed the naming convention that they had potions. So you'd have Pokeball, Super Ball, Hyper Ball.
It's kind of weird that they didn't
Yeah.
wind up going with that. Because it's like, it's not like, you know, Hyper and Ultra have the same amount of letters.
And connotation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's getting pretty late for me. I'm feeling a little tired, so I'm tapping.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll probably be stopping in a few minutes myself.
Nice chatting with you. Can't wait for Friday, or in your case Saturday. So have a nice night.
Good night.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You're not a fairy. What are you spawning here for when I use the fairy encounter shiny? My Nan had some like rock cake, and now it's like, oh damn! I thought that was a shiny. It was just like that because of anyway. Yeah. So she's like, sounds like a bit of the the dryness of the rock cake has affected her throat. So she's just sitting there coughing and spluttering, and I'm like, I thought she was choking.
Oh. What is a rock cake exactly?
Good question. If it's space, it's kind of like fruit cake, but with a different kind of like instead of it being a cake, like or whatever the mixture they use to make fruit cake, it's more of a like a hard, almost. I'm not sure what exactly. It's a very hard sort of bready kind of pastry. What's that? Actually, I'll look that up. So I guess more of like a biscuity kind of pastry. The fact that you didn't know what that is, I'm like, wait, is this more of an Australian thing?
Because that almost seems to be what it's feeling like. Like either Australian or at least a British Commonwealth kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so a rock cake, also called a rock bun, is a small cake with a rough surface resembling a rock. They were promoted by the British Ministry of Food during the Second World War, as they require fewer eggs and less sugar. So it's like, that's why they're kind of harder. Yeah, traditional recipes bulk them with oatmeal, which is more readily available than white flour. So yeah, it's that's the word. It closely resembles shortbread. So if you've ever had like shortbread before, then you can sort of understand the
kind of a dry,
dryness.
yeah.
Since I got that second curly, I'm like, I've still got 18 minutes left on this shiny buff. So I'm like, I'm gonna go find another shiny, like of a different Pokemon. It's only fairy types that it works on, so. They have to be in this cave. Sometimes they spawn in the walls, so it's hard to tell.
Oh.
And their vibrant colors disappear when they sleep. So it's hard to tell if they're shiny if they're sleeping.
Ah. Yeah, I'll save my rematch with the crab for next time. In the meantime, good night, whoever's watching.
Indeed. Good night.
Yee.